Yes, students, in the last video, we have seen about how the respiration takes place in the aquatic animals. Now, today we shall see how respiration is taking place in plants. Now, all the organisms in the world respire, whether it is an animal or a plant. The plant also take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. They also break down glucose into carbon dioxide and water and releases energy to perform other functions. So, the same how we respire in the same way the plants also respire in. They also take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. Do not get confused this process with the photosynthesis. Now, photosynthesis is a different process where when the plants they take oxygen to make food. Okay, so here when we talk about the respiration process, it is different in plants as compared to the photosynthesis. So here when we're talking about the plants taking oxygen from the air and break down the glucose into carbon dioxide and water, which is given out. So this carbon dioxide is taken by the human beings, right, and by the animals. So the respiration in plants differ from the animals because in plants respiration occurs through leaves and roots. So what are the parts of the plant which is responsible for the respiration? They are leaves and the roots. Okay. Now they carry out this respiration independently, that is each plant part can independently take in oxygen from the air, utilize it to obtain energy and give out carbon dioxide. So each part of the plant will work independently to take the oxygen in and utilize it to obtain the energy and give out carbon dioxide. Now let's see how respiration takes place in leaves. The leaves of the plants have a tiny pores on their surface which are called as stomata. If you see that below the surface of the leaf, you will have a tiny pores which we cannot see with the naked eyes. So those stomata are the openings, okay, from where this exchange of gases takes place in the leaves. And which exchange of gases? Oxygen and carbon dioxide. It takes place through the stomata during the respiration. As you can see in the diagram here, oxygen is entering inside, right? Whatever energy is being trapped from the sun and water, it is utilized to break down and produce the food, and then this energy is released and utilized in the functioning of the plant. And along with this energy release, carbon dioxide and water is also released. Now, in the photosynthesis, what is happening is carbon dioxide is utilized and oxygen is given back. In respiration, oxygen is taken inside and carbon dioxide is sent out. So that's why we say the plants they do this respiration in during the night time, and it's said not to sleep near the plants during the night time because the plants are also taking in oxygen. We are also taking oxygen. So when we sleep near the trees or the plants in the night, there may be chances that more amount of carbon dioxide may enter into our body, which may cause heart attack or any other health related issues. So the oxygen from the air enters into the leaf through the stomata and reaches inside all the cells of the leaf through diffusion. Now what is this process of diffusion? This also you will study in your higher classes. Diffusion is a process where the exchange of gases take place from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. As inside the leaf there will be less concentration of oxygen, so it is more outside, so it will come from outside to inside. So the exchange of gases is called as diffusion, while carbon dioxide produced in respiration also diffuses from the leaf to the atmosphere through the stomata. So what process is responsible for this exchange of gases is diffusion. Let me explain this diffusion in a very simple example. For example, when we light incense stick, when we pray, at that time we use incense stick. So incense stick is in the solid phase, right? So when we are burning it, this solid phase is burning. When we see the size of the incense stick, it starts decreasing. So where is that incense stick is going? It is getting converted into gas. And we can smell, we feel good when we feel positive when we have the smell of the incense stick, right? So what is happening here? The solid particles are getting converted into gaseous particle and this intermixing of the particles is taking place, and this process is called as diffusion. Understood? So in the similar way, the water is in liquid form, carbon dioxide and oxygen in the gaseous form. This exchange is taking place with the process of diffusion. Here you can see The section view of the stomata, this is a leaf. Inside the leaf you will have the portion of leaves showing the stomata, and then again you zoom it and then you see the stomata consist of two guard cells, the stomatal pore, chloroplast and stomata. Now this opening and closing of the guard cells take place, which allows the oxygen and carbon dioxide to get exchanged. This was the respiration in leaves. Next is respiration in roots. The root cells of the plant respire under the ground. They also need oxygen to carry out respiration and releases energy for their own use. The root cells which of the plant they also respire under the ground. They also need oxygen to carry out respiration and releases energy for their own use. So each and every part of the plant will take and part in the respiration, and then it starts growing. The root cells get oxygen from the air present in the spaces between the soil particles. So from where we get oxygen in the soil? From the spaces between the soil particles we get air. Now plant roots have a large number of tiny hairs on them, which are called as root hairs, as you can see here in the diagram. So the roots absorb oxygen from the air present in between the soil particles through the root hairs. Now oxygen from the air present in the soil particles diffuses into the root hair and reaches to the cells of the roots, where it is utilized for respiration. So these are root hairs. Oxygen from the air present in the soil particles, it will enter into the root hairs, which it allows it to again now enter into the cells of the roots. So here like this, the roots also respire inside the soil. Note, if a potted plant is overwatered for a long time, the plants die. Why? Because that space which is there between the water molecules gets filled up the space between the soil particles, which pushes the air out, the oxygen outside. So the roots will not get oxygen. So that's why after certain times, if you overwater the potted plants, it dies. This is because the water molecule fill the space between the soil particle and push the air out. Now due to this reason, the oxygen is not available to the roots for the aerobic respiration and plants die. Due to the production of alcoholic products as a result of undergoing anaerobic respiration, it is not wise to sleep under a tree during the night, because in the night plants do not carry photosynthesis and plants are unable to use carbon dioxide. So that carbon dioxide we may inhale, which can cause suffocation and feel the excess weight on the chest. So it's always said not to sleep near the plants or the trees during the night time or during the respiration of the plants. Now, how this exchange of gases is taking place? This exchange of gases takes place in the plant all the time, but it is increased during the daytime. The leaves are more actively involved in the photosynthesis during the daytime in the presence of sunlight. The carbon dioxide released during the respiration is utilized by the plant during the photosynthesis to produce its food. Now, in the forest, the human beings are not living in the forest, correct? So, how this carbon dioxide is available to the trees in the forest? So, it is because of the respiration process which the plants are doing during the night time. So, the leaves, when they are actively involved in the photosynthesis, they require this carbon dioxide, which is released, which is available near the plants or in the atmosphere due to the respiration. So during the photosynthesis, the oxygen is released by the plants, which are taken up during the respiration in the plants. So during the photosynthesis, oxygen is given out, which is taken during the respiration in. Therefore, a balance between a carbon dioxide and oxygen is maintained by the plants. And the respiration thus provides continuous energy to plants to perform all its functions regardless of time. So here you can see absorption of minerals, water and salt taking place. Solar energy is utilized for the food. So here carbon dioxide absorption is taking place, photosynthesis. Right? So in respiration, again this oxygen will be utilized and then carbon dioxide is sent out. So with this, we finish the chapter respiration, and in the next class we shall meet with the next videos. Thank you.